Congratulations,
Class of 20.
That was super dorky.
Yeah. Well, class of 2020, congratulations on making it to graduation. The English department has come together. We'd like to say a few words to each of you. And given that we are all English professors, we have all selected a favorite quote from a favorite text to send you off with a few parting words of wisdom. So we're going to go one at a time, and we're going to I'll call on each person one by one as we go. So we'll start with Professor Barnes and we'll go from there.
Hi, class of 2020. As the ever-wise and ever-quotable Samuel Johnson proclaimed to his best friend and biographer, James Boswell, "Sir, a desire of knowledge is the natural feeling of mankind, and every human being whose mind is not debauched will be willing to give up all that he has to get knowledge. Thank you for being so willing to give."
All right, thanks, Professor Barnes. How about we have Professor Kervin go next? Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. My quotation comes from Raymond Carver's introduction to Where I'm Calling From. It's a little lengthy, but I hope you'll stay with me. If we're lucky, writer and reader alike, we'll finish the last line or two of a short story and then sit for a minute quietly. Ideally, we'll ponder what we've just written or read. Maybe our hearts or our intellects will have just moved off the peg, just a little from where they were before. Our body temperature will have gone up or down by a degree. Then, breathing evenly and steadily once more, we'll collect ourselves, writers and readers alike, get up, created of warm blood and nerves, as a Chekhov character puts it, and go on to the next thing, life, always life. I wish you many such moments with literature and in life. Congratulations.
Thank you, Claire. Very nice. Professor Bond, how about you go next?
Sure. So as most of you know, I teach Shakespeare pretty frequently. And he one time said that brevity is the soul of wit. So I will simply take my daughter's advice and say congratulations. And it was a joy to have you in my classes as my advisees and to have the opportunity to learn with all of you. Thanks.
Thanks, Garth. Professor Hoffman, please go next.
I have here Virginia Woolf's A Room of One's Own. For the reading of good books seems to perform a curious couching operation on the senses. One sees more intensely afterwards. The world seems bared of its covering and given an intenser life. I want to give a shout out to the students from the senior seminar in English for being so fabulous. And I wanted to say to all of you seniors, I want to express my gratitude for how meaningful you've made our teaching and how communal you've made Lawrence in a way that extends beyond Appleton.
Thanks, Karen. Professor Kaur, you're up.
Hello, everyone. I'm going to read a quote from Wendell Berry's The Long-Legged House. This comes from the essay, The Long-Legged House, in the book, The Long-Legged House. The most important learning, that of experience, can be neither summoned nor sought out. The most worthy knowledge cannot be acquired by what is known as study, though that is necessary and has its use. It comes in its own good time and in its own way to the person who will go where it lives and wait and be ready and watch. Hurry is beside the point, useless and obstruction. The thing is to be attentively present. To sit and wait is as important as to move. Patience is as valuable as industry. What is to be known is always there. When it reveals itself to you, or when you come upon it, it is by chance. The only condition is your being there and being watchful. So thank you to the seniors, the graduating seniors. Thanks for the opportunity to learn and grow together. Take care.
Thank you very much, Lena. Professor Segrest, let's hear from you.
I read from this great orange book. The strange career of a personality begins at 5 and ends 40 minutes later in a fog. The rest of it is just a lot of stranded ships honking their horns, full of joy-seeking cadets and bloomers and beards. Congratulations. It was great to work with all of you. You're special folks. I send you my love.
Terrific, thanks. Professor Range, please weigh in.
Hello, class of 2020. I jingle in celebration at you, and I want to give you a little bit of this lady, Emily Dickinson. This is Franklin number 654. Beauty be not caused, it is. Chase it, and it ceases. Chase it not, and it abides. Overtake the creases in the meadow when the wind runs his fingers through it. Deity will see to it that you never do it. But I would say don't let that stop you from trying. Happy graduation.
Thanks, Melissa. Tim, Professor Spurgeon, how about you?
David Copperfield. It's a big book, so there are actually two. It's not going to take very long. David gets two pieces of advice kind of in the as the first part of the book is closing. One is a famous piece of financial advice from his stepfather, Wilkins Micawber. And he says, my other piece of advice, Copperfield, is this: annual income 20 pounds, annual expenditure 1919-6, result happiness. Annual income 20 pounds, annual expenditure 20 pounds ought and 6, result misery. The blossom is blighted, the leaf is withered, the god of day goes down upon the dreary scene. So that's the first bit of advice, and it's still pretty good. And then a few chapters later, he gets some advice from his aunt, who is really kind of the most important person in his life. And she says to him, never be mean in anything. Never be false, never be cruel. Avoid those three vices, and I can always be hopeful of you. Thank you very much for everything that you have brought us and given to us. We wish we could be with you in person, but we are thinking of you today and always. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yay!
I still have to read mine. So I'll come back. I'll read my last quote, and then we'll have a final send off. Mine comes from Wallace Stegner's All the Little Live Things from the very end. One of my favorite moments in this wonderful novel. Walk openly, love even the threat and the pain. Feel yourself fully alive. Cast a bold shadow. Accept. What we call evil is only a groping toward good, part of the trial and error by which we move toward the perfected consciousness. Thank you to all of you for your good efforts, your good spirits. And the one thing I can guarantee is that you are a class that we will never, ever forget. From all of us at English, congratulations, happy graduation. Please stay in touch. Goodbye.
All right.